All right, Ant. Hello.
All right. Hello.
Well, oh, dude, look at this little cute little guy in the back here. So you and Mimi are here with us today, and what can you guys tell us about this lovely team that you've prepared for us so generously today?
Welcome, one and all. This is, I don't really know. It's kind of like an very offensive team centralized around pivoting.
Oh yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, the term pivoting in Pokemon, it's the act of using a move like U-turn or Volt Switch to create momentum. And what I mean by momentum is like, forcing an advantageous position for the player, right? So typically when you switch, you're kind of giving up your turn, right? Once you switch, that's your turn and you can't do anything else. With an offensive pivot Pokemon like Landorus, like Cinderace, like all of these Pokemon that we actually are running, we are kind of killing two birds with one stone by dealing damage to the enemy while also changing Pokemon to keep an advantageous matchup and offensive position, a very aggressive, theme, I suppose you could say, to the team. So the strategy basically is we're sending out a bunch of Pokemon that can deal a lot of damage, and if we get a matchup where the enemy is feeling inclined to switch, we need to predict their switch, land a U-turn, and then we can follow their switch with another Pokemon that they don't want to deal with. Basically just beating their face in until submission.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought we were supposed to stay cappy, man.
In a cappy manner.
Yeah, okay, cool. Respectfully. Smash your face in, yeah. Okay, so I have a little thing off record here, I guess. But these are decent teams, right? These are decent teams, and you need to have pretty good knowledge of the game. What would you say to somebody who doesn't really know, who's like a beginner and just kind of wants to have a little more fun, so you don't need to do like crazy specific teams? Is there a thing? Or this is just go play real Pokemon?
That's a good question, dude. I would say Pokemon, there's a lot of like tribal knowledge to it,
Yeah.
There's just so many different Pokemon, so many different items, so many different moves. Pokemon Showdown, it's kind of designed for the competitive battler, basically to test out strategies before bringing them into the actual game, Yeah. So I would say if you're casual and you just want to play Pokemon just for the sake of Pokemon because you like them, go hop on the games like the actual brand, legitimate games. Familiarize yourself with the Pokemon. Sorry, my cat's trying to escape here. I need to keep her. But listen, if you've played Pokemon games before and you like the battling and you just want to focus on battling, Pokemon Showdown's the spot. And just play your favorite Pokemon, man. Just find your favorite Pokemon, put them on a team, and then you just got to go from there. And you'll just got to keep playing, try to have fun with it, and you'll learn. I think that the teams that I'm making here with the Pokemon that I'm using, it's definitely for maybe a more experienced battler because I'm kind of using and playing around the common, very, very common, like meta threats that are typically, going to be better than maybe your favorite Pokemon. Pokemon is a game where power creep is pretty real, So you might be able to play your favorite Pokemon, but you may not win. If you're really good, or if you're at least better than your opponent, you can absolutely win with your favorite Pokemon. But it's like most games, it kind of will take some experience, and the best way to get experience is to just practice. Don't worry about winning, just worry about learning.
That's a really good tip, man. Thank you. I
Thanks, yeah.
definitely agree. A lot of games similar to this, get used to losing. Don't try not to get, offended or hurt or get upset at yourself for something. You make mistakes, you learn from them, and eventually you'll be great with that team that you're using. There's a lot of variables in each team. There's so many different things you can do. It makes sense that you can't figure them all out in your first few battles.
Absolutely, man.
All right, dude. Thanks so much for that.
Yeah, I guess on that note,
you ready to get into this?
Yeah, I'll kind of build off of what you're saying, Ethan. This team is actually probably better for the beginner than not, because it just circles around, it circles or it's centralized around hitting the enemy really, really hard. You know, all of these Pokemon are offensive. They do great damage. You're aiming to get, you're aiming to two-hit knock out the enemy. We'll start up with Cinderace. Basically, right. Like, there is really no, like, lead on this team. You could lead with any one Pokemon. It could be Cinderace, it could be Landorus, but basically, the idea here is to start the game, right? You can start with Cinderace because it has the ability the move Court Change. What Court Change allows you to do is, if the enemy's side of the field has no entry hazards set up, you can actually give them all of the entry hazards that you have on your side of the field. So what I mean by that is, say we start with Cinderace, say, enemies like throwing Stealth Rocks at us, throwing Spikes at us, then you can, basically go for a Court Change and give them all the entry hazards that they worked so hard to give to you. With that little piece of utility out of the way, it's just hitting them hard with Pyro Ball. If you think they're gonna outspeed you, hitting them hard with a Sucker Punch, or if you think they're gonna switch, follow up with a U-turn. Heavy Duty Boots just kind of helps with the whole Court Change strategy. You can switch into a bunch of hazards and give it to your opponent. And then the ability Libero. Once per switch-in, you get to just change your type to whatever move you're about to use. So this has some plus sides and downsides. Basically, it just kind of gives you an extra stab opportunity. So if you come in and you want to use Pyro Ball, I don't think it'll proc because you're already a fire type, but if you come in for a Sucker Punch, you'll get stab on that. Or if you come in for a U-turn, you'll get stab on that. Your type will remain the type of the first move that you use the rest of your time on the field, unless you switch out. So you got to be careful. If you're switching in, going for a Court Change, your ability is going to change your type to a normal type. Right? And then you're going to be a normal type for the rest of the time that you're in. So you're going to lose stab on Pyro Ball, you're going to lose stab on Sucker Punch, you're going to lose stab on U-turn. So keep that in mind. However, we are running the Tera Fire type to get an extra, punch on our Pyro Ball. And this, I think, could also help us in a pinch if we come in and we need to Court Change and we are a normal type. We can change our type again back to Fire, so we can still get that strong Pyro Ball. Pyro Ball, it's basically just, it's basically like Wood Hammer, but a fire type. So it's just a fire type, physical fire type move that does a bunch of damage. It doesn't have the greatest accuracy as compensation for how much damage it does, but you will easily be 2-hit KOing Pokemon with that move. Hence our stat spread. We're all in attack, all in speed with the speed nature. And that's really it. Basically send out Cinderace and punch him in the face, and it's pretty reactive. If they're faster than you, Sucker Punch them. If they're gonna switch out, you hit them with a U-turn, or if they're getting greedy, setting up in your face, just hit them with a Court Change.
Alright, I love it, man. A lot of
Thanks,
options.
Man, yeah. Let's move over to Landorus.
Alright.
This is another solid lead. There's better, like, if you really want to use him as like a dedicated lead, he has a lot of utility, but for the sake of this strategy, we're gonna abuse his gigantic attack stat. Now, I guess we'll talk about the item really quick, the Soft Sand. This is just probably like the most reliable way to like bump up your Earthquake. Earthquake's gonna hit like a truck. It's very similar to Pyro Ball. It's very easily going to like 2-hit KO opponents. We've got Stealth Rock on there in case you do want to lead with him and you want just a little bit of utility. Stone Edge for coverage, for hit like flying types where Earthquake would miss. And then again, same thing, we're going to have U-turn if we suspect a switch, where we want to keep the momentum in our favor as long as possible. Ability Intimidate, it's very good. On switch-in, you just lower the opponent's attack by 1 stage. This is another good reason to like lead with Landorus, because a lot of times, the enemy might want to start with a very aggressive Pokemon, and Intimidate will kind of keep the momentum in your favor as well.
Why did you choose the Water Tera type?
Yeah, so I'll get into that. If you folks remember a previous video we did where we were running a set with Gliscor, we had the Tera Water type to avoid super effective damage from ice moves. Ice Beam, or there's some other physical ice moves running around that are very common, specifically used to one-hit KO Pokemon like Landorus and Gliscor.
Ground and flying, got it.
Yes. So that 4 times super effective damage, 4 times weakness to ice turns into a resistance.
And as
so
we
that's
saw, a lot of Pokemon have ice coverage
yeah.
to take us out like that, so it's a good
Yep.
thing to do.
Yeah, so that's the Tera type. Those are the moves, and again, like the spread, the stat spread is very similar to Cinderace. We're just kind of going, getting as fast as we can, doing as much damage as possible.
Over to Levon.
Let's move over to Levon.
Okay.
All right, Rillaboom is like a really good choice band Pokemon because of the move Grassy Glide. I guess I'll, let me explain what Choice Band does first, because that's kind of like the whole point of this set. Holder's attack stat is 1.5, but it can only select the first move it executes. So basically, on switch in, you can choose whatever move you want, but you're stuck using that move until you switch out and come back in. So you're kind of a one-trick pony. However, if you have a move that has like stab or has like priority, like Grassy Glide, it's honestly a pretty good strategy. It's a tactic called revenge killing, because Grassy Glide has +1 priority. It can outspeed any other Pokemon, and it'll hit like a truck. So say, somebody like Cinderace or somebody like Landorus gets knocked out, we can just reliably send in Rillaboom, and the enemy has to eat a Grassy Glide, and it's gonna hurt. His ability Grassy Surge creates the grassy terrain. It's kind of like a weather effect, and I believe it like bumps up the effectiveness of grass type moves and has some other utility that I'm not really familiar with. We're using Grassy Surge because it sets up the grassy terrain, which is actually what gives Grassy Glide the priority. Grassy Glide does not have priority if the grassy terrain is not up, so keep that in mind. If Rillaboom stays in too long, the grassy terrain will go away. It's like only 5 turns, and then you lose your priority. So you kind of want to come in, hit him really hard, and then switch him out. The other moves we're running on Rillaboom, we're running Wood Hammer if we like, need like if we need to knock something out. If we just need to come in and like murder something, Wood Hammer is a good alternative to Grassy Glide, because Grassy Glide's power isn't as high. It just has that priority, which we really like.
Yeah.
But Wood Hammer can like score you like some really good damage, even on like resisted foes. So other stuff like U-turn and knockoff, we've kind of talked about it before in the past. Knockoff if we need to get rid of an annoying item like a leftovers or something. Basically, if we send out Rillaboom and we suspect a switch, we can use our Choice Band to get a really strong knockoff or a really strong U-turn to keep the momentum in our favor. The stats, it's the same thing, we're going all into attack, even with the nature. The speed, we're not worrying about too much because Grassy Glide has priority, so it'll always go first outside of some specific circumstances that aren't super common. And then the Tera type, Grass, it's just basically just to boost up our grass type moves. Rillaboom, he's our murder machine. Big gorilla do big damage.
Is that similar to why you did fire for Cinderace? Okay.
Absolutely.
Cool. Big Pyro Ball?
Big fat Pyro Ball.
Big fat Pyro Ball, bro.
So yeah, that's Rillaboom. That's really all there is to Rillaboom. We'll move on to Ogerpon. This is one of the new Pokemon that was released in Gen 9. I don't know too much about it. I do know that it has different forms, and the forms are dependent on the item that you're holding, which is why we're holding the Wellspring Mask. The Wellspring Mask, I believe, changes the type of the signature move Ivy Cudgel to water, and also changes our type. I think this thing is usually just a grass type, but now we're grass and water with this item. Oh, 1.2 power to attacks? Just to attacks? Okay. Oh, and then if you change your Tera type, you actually, I think, get a stat boost. I think to special defense. That's what that embody aspect means. It's a lot of mumbo jumbo. Basically, if you want to use this Pokemon, you need to have this item, and it kind of just gives you a passive buff to all of your attacks, and it changes your type, and it changes the type of Ivy Cudgel to water. That's what we're worrying about here. This is a grass and water type, which is actually really good defensively. This will allow us to kind of take some hits that Rillaboom can't really take, and it will basically give us some good water coverage for a lot of strong ground types that the enemy has. So Ivy Cudgel, it's actually water type. It says it's a grass type, but we're holding the Wellspring mask, so it'll actually be water. High crit ratio. You'll see their type depends on user's form. We're in the water form. So it's basically just a big, giant stab bomb. Horn Leech is just some sustain to keep us in. It's going to do a lot of damage, and it's going to heal us for a lot. There are some other grass options that you can have instead of this. I think this might also get access to Woodhammer. Or Power Whip, excuse me, not Woodhammer. Seed Bomb is another good one, if you want something that has a little bit more power or a better effect or a different effect. There's options. And then the same thing, if we are predicting a switch, we can go into U-turn.
It's Woodhammer too.
Oh, it does have Woodhammer. There you go. And now Taunt. You can change this. You don't have to run Taunt. There's some other good moves on here. If you just want to go all offense, you can get another offensive move on there for coverage. You could get like Knockoff, for example. But another good option for like a for a little bit of utility is Encore. So if an enemy's trying to set up on you, it's basically to counter an enemy setup. Both options will work, but have slightly different strategies. Taunt is good if you know opponent is going to come in and switch. You can predict the switch, hit them with a taunt. Now they can't use any status moves at all. And that just leaves they either will want to switch out again or they'll be at a disadvantage and I can just keep on hitting them with my strong moves. Alternatively, if you would prefer Encore, if somebody is actively setting up on you, you can hit them with Encore and now they're forced to continue wasting turns setting up while
switch. Because they don't want to keep doing that, yeah.
Exactly. So it's just more ways to force the enemy to switch, and so you keep your momentum up. And just like all of our other Pokemon, we're going just all in damage, all in speed. The Tera type, we're also going to do water, just basically to boost up Ivy Cudgel, or maybe to, if we need to get rid of the grass typing defensively for whatever reason, maybe flying type move is going to come in, or like we're about to get hit with a big U-turn ourselves, that would be super effective. So that's a common theme on this team, is that a lot of the reason why we're using the Tera type is to boost up our moves so we can land a knockout that we would not normally be able to get.
Sweet.
But yeah, that's it for this guy.
All right.
Dragapult. If anybody saw, again, the recent video we've done in the past where we had a mixed set for Dragapult, I'm actually going to use the full special set on here because our whole entire team is physical attackers outside of Dragapult. So I figured, it might just balance us out a little bit. Heavy duty boots because we want to, have some form of, reliability against, heavy hazard teams. I know we have Cinderace, which is kind of like our ace in the hole against teams that are trying to set up hazards on us. We'll have heavy duty boots on here just in case it doesn't quite work out for us, or after we do the court change, they could still set up again. So it's never a bad idea to have just one Pokemon with it at least. Ability Infiltrator. I don't know if I ever mentioned this before, but you can go through Light Screen, Reflect, Substitute's the big one. You can go through Pokemon trying to hit you with a substitute or block you with a substitute. So, again, more momentum for us. We come in, if somebody's trying to substitute or set up screens or whatever, set up something to keep us from doing a lot of damage, we just go right through it. Big bad Draco Meteor. Or we can, hit him with a Thunder Wave, cripple him, and then that which boosts up our Hex. And just like all of our other Pokemon, if we suspect a switch, hit him with another U-turn. That's pretty much it for Dragapult. We're just all speed, all special attack, Tera-type Fairy in case we're coming up against another Dragon-type Pokemon that might, try to either outspeed us and hit us with a Dragon-type move, or who might be able to live, one of our attacks and hit us back. That's pretty much it. And then I threw on Slowking. I really like this one, and I think it fits on a lot of teams. This is the exact same set that we ran on a previous video. If you guys saw it, if not, it's basically a slow defensive pivot. We can avoid entry hazard damage with heavy duty boots. Whenever we switch, we heal with Regenerator. Future Sight is a good way to set up damage later after we've already switched out. Sludge Bomb is good for stab and a decent chance to poison. Here's where things get a little bit different from the past. We're opting to use Flamethrower over previously used Fire Blast for better accuracy, trading off just a little bit of damage. But we have the Tera-type Fire to boost up the damage anyway when we need it. So it should still land us a cheeky hit on some popular steel types. Yeah, the star of the show, chilly reception. We can interrupt any weather by starting snow, and then we just switch on out of there. We are trying to make Slowking as slow as possible so he can take a hit and then switch, thus giving us a free switch into one of our big damage dealers. The stats are the same as we've had in the past, where we're just all health, a lot of special defense, and a little bit of special attack just to make sure that Flamethrower, our fire-type move, can hit steel types a bit better.
We gave it a little more special attack this time around.
You know, it's kind of good that we did that too, Ethan, because Flamethrower does have a little bit less damage, so we could probably put more in there if you want. I don't think it'll hurt, but I think the biggest thing to note about the stats is the speed. We have no speed IVs, negative speed nature, because we want to have the slowest possible chilly reception. We want to make sure that we're switching out the very latest we can in the turn. That's basically the team. I kind of wanted to buzz through that one a little bit because it's all pretty much like the same strategy for most of the Pokemon. Just get in, hit them hard, and predict a switch. So that's basically all for me, man.
All right, you ready to go into some matches?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's hit it. I'm good when you are.
Oh.
This is an interesting team. Hey, man, you can pretty much start with whoever you want. That's kind of why this team's cool. If you just want to like hit somebody hard.
All right, what do you think here?
So that thing's really slow, so I don't think we need to hit him with a sucker punch. This just sounds like a free freaking Pyro Ball to me, dude.
Let's do it.
Send it.
Bam! Look at that hit.
Yup, there's some damage.
Oh, ouch.
Psychic, who cares? Because now he either has to die or he has to switch into Pyro Ball.
Yeah.
Now, he might have, I think there's another fire type on that team. I think it's that purple dude.
Yeah, Fire Ghost.
It looks... So I've seen weak armor on that thing a lot. Not really flash fire, but it is possible. So, with that in mind, we could just go for the kill or we can go for a U-turn.
I would go for a U-turn. Okay, well...
Oh, it almost killed.
I forgot you changed the bug.
That's okay, man. We can probably switch into Slowking.
Okay, nice. What do you think?
Honestly, this is a pretty safe Flamethrower, dude. Oh, well, unless he switches into that fire type, but,
yeah,
he could do Future State or Flamethrower, honestly.
I'm gonna do Flamethrowers. He's gonna stack it, so
cool.
Let's let him stack it.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. And then, like, when he comes back in, we can just, like, Future Sight and switch on out of there. Get our big damage back in.
If we can live 2 hits.
If we can live 2 hits. Lucario.
That's interesting. What's he gonna do? Oh, Dark.
Maybe he has
Dark.
Earthquake.
He has probably his Dark type.
Or
Earthquake, yeah. And he's fast. Okay, so probably Future Sight's probably not it. Chilly Reception, maybe?
Yeah, we could probably take the hit. Yeah, let him take the hit and then get a
it.
free switch into somebody.
Meteor Mash?
Meteor Mash. That's kind of cool.
Okay, that is cool. Oh,
well,
no.
how much speed does Lucario have?
Ooh, man.
306.
Alright.
We could go into, as long as we go into somebody who's faster, we've got the momentum.
Dude,
back,
what about Cinderace?
I think that's a good pick.
Let's do it. Pyro Ball? Just freaking...
I think that'll kill him. Unless he's sashed, which I doubt it, but...
Let's do it. Extreme Speed! No! Oh, okay.
I think Dragapult might be... Because he's just going to keep hitting us with Extreme Speed.
What can we hit him with, though?
We could just Thunder Wave him and then Hex him, I guess. I don't think he can... Let's just send him out, and I think we should send him out and just get some damage going. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, buddy.
Nice.
Man, we missed him.
What? Come on. Okay.
Agility.
Interesting. He's because he knew we were gonna do it again. Okay.
Well, this is where Hex is. Yeah, pretty good.
Bingo.
And we're living, baby.
Again.
Another free Hex. Yep. Just gotta sack this thing.
Bam. Okay.
All right. There's Ninetales. Unless that thing is scarfed, this is where we just U-turn on out of here.
Really? Okay. Let's do it.
Yep.
Bingo.
Yep.
Who we go? King Poo?
Yeah. That, or you might be able to do that. Yeah, that guy. Probably not the other two. So you can send him whichever one you want, man. Out of those two, I think would be good.
King Poo. Flamethrower?
All right. Yeah. I worry about that other fire type he has. That's the only reason why I'm skeptical. But honestly, dude, I think this is all good options here.
Let's try it. Okay, you were right. Let's see if he has Flash Fire. He freaking
He does have
does.
Flash Fire. Regardless, like if we went for Sludge Bomb, it would have been resisted anyway.
I would have done Future Sight instead. Crap.
We might want to switch out into Landorus.
With Chili or
he's faster than us, and if he hits us with a super effective Ghost type, we might lose our tank. So I say yeah, let's play it safe and just hard switch.
Okay. There it is. It crit. Come on.
There's the crit. Damn, man.
All right.
We can threaten him with an Earthquake, but then Dragonite can be immune. So keep that in mind.
Stealth
but I
Rock,
think we should attack him. Stone Edge might be the safest one.
Yeah.
It'll hit everything.
Okay. Oh my lord, nice. Okay.
Yeah, we are chilling.
Not bad. What do you think?
Hit him with Stone Edge again. Here's something, a little lesson for the viewers. You don't want to kill with the pivot move U-turn, because you switch in first, and then the enemy can choose a Pokemon to run into you with. This is actually kind of bad for us because he has Freeze Dry, which will hit Ogerpon.
It'll hit Slowking not that hard. But
I think Slowking's the way to go, and we can threaten with that Poison type
or
Fire type.
and the Fire type, because he doesn't have freaking Ceruledge anymore. He might switch to Dragonite, maybe. What do you think? He might switch to Dragonite to avoid the. He knows the Flamethrower's coming.
Listen, man, maybe go for the Sludge Bomb because that'll also hit Gardevoir if he wants to switch in.
Let's do it. You're right. Okay, interesting. Went for the Moonblast.
Beautiful.
Holy moes! I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah, dude.
Honestly,
I think we got this guy.
Wow, he got lucky. That hit. All right. Okay, there it is.
All right,
my boy.
Now I don't really know. I think Slowking has done all the work that it really needs to. We have a whole team left behind us, and he only has 2 left. I would sack it. Go for the Chilly Reception. I think that would be what I would do.
Oh my god.
Dragon Breath.
Oh my god. What? Okay.
All right. Now we can go into our own Dragon type, and like I think I'd like to demonstrate the Fairy Tera type if we still have it, and go for a Draco Meteor. I think this is a perfect opportunity to see if it works.
Let's go. Bingo bango. Ugh.
Wow, that thing.
Ugh. Okay. So.
And now.
What? Like,
listen. He's probably gonna want to kill us. We're still faster. We just U-turn out and rinse and repeat.
What's he gonna hit us with? Thunder.
Whatever. I basically we're just sacking him at this point. We don't really. He's put in enough work.
Okay. All right.
Now keep in mind he might want to switch out to Gardevoir, but I feel like that's fine. I think it's still a safe Draco Meteor because we're still faster than everything.
Okay. Perfect.
U-turn. And we'll probably send in the big Gorilla Man.
Really?
We'll hit him with a Grassy Glide and knock him out. I say just go for the Grassy Glide.
Wow. GG.
GG. This is a Sun team, dude.
Oh, here we go.
Man. This is interesting. These Sun teams are don't sleep on them. They're really good. He is 100% going to lead with Torkoal, so keep that in mind when you send somebody out.
I don't know, Landorus or no? Isn't he a physical tank? Is he physical?
He is physical.
Yeah. So what about Ogerpon?
Well, we're all kind of physical except for Dragapult. And here I'll give you a little hint too. In the Sun, a lot of the Pokemon that he has can boost up their speed in the Sun.
Okay, so
maybe let's lead with Slowking to cancel out the Sun. I would just go right into Chilly Reception
just to shut him down early.
Yeah. Now we're putting the momentum back on us.
Under pressure.
Or the tempo, as you might call it.
Sure, man. We're setting it ourselves, bro. Let's crank it to 220, bro. 220 BPM. Okay.
All right. Now he is a bug fighting. Oh yeah, dude, Cinderace, baby. I think that's the move right there. He could, if he really wants to, he could just go back into Torkoal.
He might.
But if he does, then we just go back into Slowking. So I mean, I think it's a safe Pyro Ball. Even Torkoal doesn't want to take that. I'll tell you what, man. We need to get these freaking rocks up from Landorus at some point. I don't know if now's the opportunity to. Maybe if he predicts the switch back into Slowking, he could send out. Honestly, dude, just go right. I would say just go right into Landorus. Screw it. All right, this dude has an Ice type move locked and loaded for us. So I would do the Water type Stealth Rock. Change type to Water and then go for a Stealth Rock.
Okay. Dude, that was the move.
Yep. And now we can probably just U-turn into Slowking. I think you're think you're right on the money with that one, dude.
Let's go. Let's go. Nice. Okay, did it again, bro.
And now we just chilly reception, get that sun out of here.
Oh, you're right.
And now we're back in business. Oh no,
we're not in business, bro.
That thing's a ground type, but that's okay. All right, even if they have the sun, it's only for 3 more turns. I think we just need to get in there and just deal some damage, man.
Against this thing is fast, bro. Ground and fighting, dude. we can't kill it in 1 shot or maybe even 2.
Well, hey, his defense is lowered. What if we just send out the big gorilla, man?
Okay.
We have a priority move, you know. We could predict a switch and go right for a fat U-turn, or predict a switch and hit a knockoff.
Okay, I'll do knockoff.
Whatever we do, it's gonna hurt.
Wait, but then, oh, dude, we're scarfed though, so we can't. Or banded, right? So we can't use another move. Oh wow.
That thing might just. Actually, I think that's fine.
Wow.
All right. Maybe not the smartest move of mine.
Dragapult?
Yeah, actually, yeah. He might go into the fairy type though. We haven't seen him use his.
But we
can't.
We can't Tera.
This guy, I think it's a pretty safe Draco Meteor.
Ah, damn.
That thing's got boost. Man,
oh crap.
Sun's gone though.
That's
so
true.
We might be able to U-turn. I would recommend we could cripple it, but I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to take any damage. It's kind of, you see, this is where the strategy kind of gets a little tough because you're basically just guessing at certain points.
Yeah.
Let's see what U-turn does. And then probably I like switching into Landorus because we can proc Intimidate.
It's U-turn of his own. Okay, interesting. Dude, we can crush him with a Earthquake. You think
this is a free Earthquake? I agree. I don't know if it'll kill, but it'll definitely be free. And the next time he switches, he's got to eat Stealth Rock.
Oh,
so
damn.
He's dead soon.
Okay.
Gosh, I have not seen that before on this dude. Solar Beam. That's a rare pick.
That's a Gen 3 strat right there, bro.
That thing does not usually run Solar Beam.
It does an Emerald Kaizo. It does.
Oh man. We're kind of on the ropes here, dude.
Yeah, we're donezo, bro.
We're
donezo.
We can probably go into Ogerpon. We haven't used him yet. Let's see if he can put some pressure on.
I hope so. Let's see what we got. Yeah, Ivy Cudgel's turned to water.
Yeah, probably. I would probably just go right for the Ivy Cudgel, man.
Yo.
The crit was that we needed, man.
Yo.
I'd probably U-turn on out of here because we do have less attack.
Cinderace pressure.
How fast is that thing? We could go into Cinderace.
287.
Actually. That's probably a good idea.
We can go into anything.
I think either one you choose is good.
No. Okay. Oh, ouch. That hurt. What the hell is that? It's an ugly Suicune.
It's Suicune. Yeah.
Dude.
All right, man. This might be where we lose.
I think so, man. There's really not much we can do. I don't know. U-turn into Ogerpon?
Actually, yeah. Because I think we're faster than it. Yeah. This is like a pretty good Horn Leech. Oh, we're dead. All right, Dragapult. I think we have to send out now, and we have to Draco Meteor.
That's all we can do, right? We have to kill it.
He's probably gonna turn into it. All right.
Okay. Stealth rocks.
All right.
U-turn.
He's probably gonna U-turn on us, dude. I say let's just go for another.
Let's do it. Oh my lord! Come on. Okay, he's gonna hit us with what? Ice?
100%. He's coming in with an ice. Yeah, I think we have no choice but to U-turn into Cinderace.
Maybe he predicted that. Let's see. I think he did.
Sun's gone. That's good for us. We might.
Dude, we're done. No.
Yeah, screw it, man. Draco Meteor.
There's no way I should kill dog.
Yeah. But dude, if you think about it, we did pretty good, all things considered. I think this is another free Draco Meteor.
Oh,
that's game. But before we die, can you check how much health those 3 Pokemon have? 34.
50,
92. All right, he kind of beat us by 2 Pokemon.
What is that? I don't know what that did.
I don't know, but it didn't work.
Okay, now what? We can't do that now. No.
Good game. Hey man, I think that was a really good game though.
Yeah, man, he had 2 left, man. Come on, that was a great game.
Dude, that was a good game, and those Sun teams are no joke. I think we're 1-1.
Yeah, we can do one more.
2 out of 3, baby. Let's do it. A rain team? It's Pelipper? This is weird, man. Ice-Q? That thing is bad. Gold Ango is actually a very good Pokemon. Alright, he's probably going to lead with Pelipper, so we might want to lead with Bum-ba-da-bum. Probably Ogerpon or... I think that's actually the best bet, yeah. We might just want to U-turn on it.
You're right.
Okay. Guaranteed Hurricane is about to hit us. So we probably just want to U-turn out and scout this guy. Probably go into, listen, if it's a rain team, same thing as before, let's go into, that dude and just try to kill the rain.
Okay, that was smart.
Knock off.
That was smart.
Dude, you could probably Future Sight and then Shield Reception. I'm not feeling too threatened here.
Interesting. What?
That thing's a grass type.
What is that gonna do? But he might Tera type or something.
We could play it safe and just go for the Shield Reception, or we can try to kill him with the Sludge Bomb. That thing's fast.
Oh my god. I don't know, man. Can we live 2 hits or something?
I think so.
Sludge Bomb?
Yeah. That sounds super effective.
Interesting.
That's child.
Oh, because he's...
Please.
Dude, because he's in the rain.
Yeah.
Did he think we're water type or something?
I don't know, man. Thought we were something that we're not.
That's... like, stupid. No.
This...
But
Okay,
gold.
we're probably going to die if we do it. I don't think this is going to kill him.
Flamethrower?
Well, that's, you see, like, my brain is telling me, or my heart's telling me to go for Terrestrialized
Flamethrower, yes. That's what I was thinking. Let's do it,
All right,
bro.
all right,
Let's
fuck
do
it,
it.
man. I don't think it's going to kill, but fuck it. Oh, he nasty plot. Oh, this...
Uh-oh.
That was still pretty good for us.
We're dead. We're dead. What's he gonna use, though?
Shadow Ball.
Shadow Ball. He's gonna Shadow Ball?
Shadow Ball's coming.
Oh, dude.
We might just need to sack. We might just have to sack him.
I think so. That sucks, man. We didn't get to use Regenerator.
This thing has Recover, so maybe a Flamethrower would be good.
Make it rain.
That's a Steel type move.
I guess he knew to kill.
Alright, we just need to send out something that's faster than it and kill it. Honestly, I think Dragapult is great because it's already burned, and we could just instantly go for a Hex for super effective damage.
Oh, you're
It is
right,
a ghost
dude.
type.
You're right. I didn't even think of that. I forgot what type it was.
Yeah, that guy's a Steel and Ghost type.
Next. Yeah. Figures.
Probably just gonna kill. Maybe you turn into Landorus to lower his attack.
That is a good idea. Okay, ouch.
Alright.
He might be faster.
Well, who do you want to sack? Do you want to sack off Landorus or do you want to sack off somebody else? He has lowered attack. If we can switch into somebody faster than him, we might be able to kill. But dude, maybe Ogerpon, because he has an Ice type move. No, he does not. No,
No,
sorry,
we don't.
man. He doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't have an Ice type move. Maybe we should put an Ice type move on him.
We don't have any Ice type moves.
Toss Cinderace to the fire.
Wow.
The crit. Are you serious?
Wow.
I feel like that definitely mattered.
Me too.
But we can listen. We can stack another Intimidate on him. And now I
Earthquake?
think it's. I was
do you
thinking
think?
Stone Edge in case he wants to go back into Pelipper.
Oh, you're right. You're right. He might do that. Let's do it.
There's no way he would want to stay in with half attack, right? Guess so.
I guess he does.
Did we just go first? Did you see that? We did. Stone Edge. I guess screw it. Go for it. It's probably going to miss.
Now let's go. It's not gonna miss. It hasn't missed
It's not
yet.
gonna miss.
Yeah, it won't.
Oh, please hit.
It missed.
So I think that thing's
Earthquake?
it's very the Ice Face. Hold up, that ability Ice Face. I think he could eat a move for free. I would just U-turn.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah,
What the?
yeah, and then maybe all right, dude. Go to Ogerpon. It's okay. We're still faster.
Oh,
Man, I would just go right for an Ivy Cudgel.
Bingo! It crit. Wow. I don't think it needed to, but
Kind of. I think we're looking good here now.
probably gonna bring it. Yeah, bringing him.
All right,
U-turn?
that's another. No, dude. I would just go for another Ivy Cudgel.
Oh wow.
I think, dude. Even if it's resist, I think it'll still kill. Go for the Ivy Cudgel again.
Okay, bro.
I think it's first impression. What?
Whoa.
That's just so you know, man. That's a bug type move that has priority. All right, I think it's just Dragapult. I think this is Dragapult to sweep.
If Draco Meteor hits,
Or you could just do Hex. I think Hex would also kill.
I'm
I don't
gonna
know.
risk it.
Thing. Good call.
Let's go.
Probably just let's start Thunder Waving and Hexing him.
Okay.
Knock off. This thing does have a roost, so if he wants to be a dick, he could just keep roosting. But...
For what? Oh my god, really? Surf. Okay.
So the idea here is let's just get this thing as low as possible, and then we can just come in with Rillaboom and Grassy Glide them.
I'm gonna... Oh no, it says they have the same power. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Alright, Grassy Glide it up.
Let's end this.
Boop. GG.
I feel like this is a much simpler strategy than the one that you and I were playing with earlier.
I agree. It's just really good
video.
because you can just be like, switch.
You know, and you just kind of keep up the offense, and you can switch while attacking at the same time. It's better than you think. I think we're good to go.
Cool, bro. Thank you so much, Ant. You're the man.
I'm happy to. Thanks for having me on, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing, this with me, and I'm happy to, Ethan, always come back and, bring on some more Pokemon knowledge to the world from my limited perspective.
Dude, my cappy arms are always open for you, bro. All right, dude. See you next time, bro.
See you next time.
Yeah.